Hello guys and welcome to another unboxing and review video, and today we're taking a look at C-3PO from Attack of the Clones. Guys, I'm so happy to have this figure in my collection and I can't wait to show you all the details. But before we start, if you wanna pre-order this figure, make sure you check out Comic Concepts. I put the link in the description below. Also, don't forget to use the code ComicConcepts5 and you can save 10% on your first purchase. Alright guys, enough of the talking, let's start with the unboxing. So without further ado, let's get started. So here we have the box. As you can see, we have a nice picture of C-3PO in the front with the Star Wars logo here. This is the side of the box with the Star Wars logo at the bottom. This is the back with all the curtain warnings, small pieces. This is the other side with the Star Wars logo here. And that's basically it. Now this one here is a 20th anniversary edition, so if you take the cover out, you have a beautiful window there with C-3PO and the 20th anniversary logo there. This is the side with another picture of C-3PO looking really nice. This is the back with all information about the figure. Of course, you can pause it if you want to read it. And the other side of the box with the Star Wars logo and 20th anniversary logo as well. Now, out of the packaging, guys, we have the brand new smell of a Hot Toys. And let me tell you guys, this thing is a bit heavy. You can see C-3PO here looking really nice. You can see the face, of course, the overall proportion of the body, which looks really nice. You can see the legs, and behind it, we have the accessories, of course. Alright guys, so now let's take a look at the accessories. And here we have all the accessories, guys. As you can see, we have the base, we have the blaster, the droid's head, and of course, a few hands. Now, for the first accessory, we're gonna take a look at the base. And yes, the same boring sand base with the footprints, of course. At the bottom, we have the Lucasfilm logo, name tag says C-3PO. Now for the next accessory, guys, we have the battle droid's head, and as you can see, exactly the same as the battle droid that we got recently. Very nice paint application. You can see the details there, the eyes, the paint application, and of course the weathering through the head. Now for the next accessory, we have the blaster, and this one looks pretty cool, very nice, as you can see here with the black and silver color, no weathering whatsoever, very nice looking blaster. And last but not least, we have, yes, the hands. We have the two hands, as you can see, nicely sculpted and painted in red and black. You can see the details there on the knuckles, and of course behind those we have two more hands. Now taking a closer look at the figure, guys, let me tell you, this thing looks really good, and then we're gonna try to discover what parts of the body are actually die cast, because I had some confusion. But overall, I think this figure looks really good. As you can see, the proportion is very good, the weathering is very nice. Now in terms of height, this figure is about, give or take, 12 inches tall. Now taking a closer look at the figure itself, guys, I'm gonna show you pretty much everything. So starting with the head sculpt, it looks really good. I love the weathering, and no, the head is not die cast, it is plastic, but you can see a lot of things going on the side. I think the paint application is really good. Now this is not gold, but it's more like a copper type of color if you ask me. Some weathering in the back and more details, of course, and the top of the head sculpt looking really nice. Now you can actually remove the faceplate and have access to the batteries compartment. As you can see here, we have a light in the middle. You turn it on and it will turn on. So you put the head sculpt here, or the face rather, and it will look pretty cool, pretty bright, I will say. As you can see, let me turn off my light so you guys can see how bright this is, and I think it is okay. Not super bright, but I think decent. Now let's continue with the review of the figure here. So let me turn off the light so I don't run out of batteries, because you know what, I can't buy those. So you can see the head again. The body looks really good. Now the body seems to be plastic, but a hard plastic. It is not die cast. Now for the arms, I think the biceps look like they are die cast. You can see the details here looking very nice. The weathering is nicely done here on the side. You can see the pistons on the side of the elbow there looking really good, and of course the hand. Now for the torso, you can see a lot of wires there. very nicely done as well. Now it seems to be there's individual wire glued to the rubber torso there, and I think it's okay. You know, not the best, but I think it's okay. The other arm here, again, the bicep is die cast. You can see this piston that can move up and down, and that's so it can give you some range of motion for articulation, and of course the hand looking really good. Now at the bottom you can see the legs, and of course this piece here. Now the legs, the only die cast part is the bottom piece. The top one seems to be a hard plastic. Now you can see the detail there. There's not much articulation, and don't worry, we're gonna go through the articulation in just a second. Now this one is die cast, this is plastic, so sometimes it's kind of difficult to tell. The bottom of the feet looks really nice. You can see two different colors there. This is the other side, again looking really good. You can see that little piece there sticking out on the side, some wires in the back, so that's a very nice attention to detail. This is the booty, and you can see the weathering and of course the scratches. Now the back seems to be die cast to me. Yeah, it looks like it is die cast, but the weathering is very nice on the side. Now in terms of articulation, you can move the head up and down this much, and of course do a full 360 if you want. You can also move the arms a little bit and do also a 360 to the arms, so not bad at all. Because this is very limited, no swivel here, you can move the elbows up and down, and that's basically it, and some peg articulation on the hand. As you can imagine, no swivel or up crunch on the torso. Now for the legs, you cannot do a split, just a very tiny, no swivel there, and the only thing you can do is move the leg that much, and this one is die cast, and it is ratcheted of course. For the feet, you have some big articulation up and down and to the side, so that's okay if you ask me. Now for the next one, guys, I'm gonna show you C-3PO with the droid head sculpt, and as you can see, it looks really good, very fun looking. Of course, you can do anything with this figure. The articulation is not that great, so you're not gonna do a lot, but you can do very cool poses, especially with this robotic head. Now this is the top, looking good, and that's it. Now in terms of proportion, I think overall this thing looks really good. All right guys, enough with this, let's do some poses. Alright guys, my final thoughts about this figure is actually very positive. Starting with the likeness, I think this is a really good representation of C-3PO as seen in the Attack of the Clones. The paint application throughout the figure is fantastic. I really like the weathering and the details. Now the only downside about this figure is the articulation. Obviously you cannot do much, you can only move the arms and just the legs just a little bit, and the die cast is not too many pieces that are die cast in this figure, and I thought it's gonna be more than just 30%. But other than that, I think this is a good release and definitely a must-have in your collection. And because of that, my final score is 9 out of 10. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also guys, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, Manafa Collectibles, TikTok, Manafa Collectibles, and Facebook group 6 Scale Media for anything related or 1/6 scale figures, both links in the description below. And if you have some time, check out these 2 cool videos. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video.